You want to support Roland Martin Unfiltered? Be sure to join our Bring the Funk fan club. Every dollar that you give to us supports our daily digital show. There's only one daily digital show out here that keeps it black and keep it real as Roland Martin Unfiltered. By going to RolandMartinUnfiltered.com, you can make this possible.
The Lawyers Committee on Civil Rights Under Law had two major victories recently. Yes, one involving Taylor Dumpson, the American University student who was trolled by neo-Nazis, and the other involving redistricting in Mississippi. Roland talked to Kristen Clarke, President and Executive Director of the National Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under Law, about both cases this morning on the Tom Joyner Morning Show.
Speaking of folks who are fighting the good fight and going after those who stand in the way of black folks, the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under Law, there are a lot of civil rights organizations, there are civil rights groups out there, law groups out there who are doing fantastic work, and I fundamentally believe the Lawyers Committee does not get enough credit. Tom, just recently, they represented a black woman, a.k.a. a student at American University who was the president, and these racists went after her, trolled her, targeted her. Well, guess what? They just got a $750,000 judgment against this neo-Nazi. They have been doing some great work joining us right now, and as the leader, Kristen Clarke of the Lawyers Committee. And Kristen, this case, we all remember this case because this young lady was a student, and it was just unbelievable what they were doing to Taylor Dumpson. And y'all represented her, and now all of a sudden she was the first black woman president in school history at American University, and now y'all have set these neo-Nazis in their place.
We have, and you know, the troll campaign, the racist troll campaign that was unleashed on her was led by a group called the Daily Stormer, one of the worst neo-Nazi groups out there. And they started this campaign the day after her inauguration. They hung nooses from campus. They hung banana peels with the words Harambe Bait inscribed on them and the name of her sorority. And most importantly, they instructed their followers to go after her. They doxed her, meaning they published her contact information and social media profile. They would tell people where she would be on campus. And a doctor diagnosed her with post-traumatic stress disorder. She suffered from anxiety, depression. She suffered severe weight loss. Her grades suffered. She was afraid to walk around on campus, all because of the activity of the Daily Stormer and its publisher. And so we sued the Daily Stormer. We brought a federal court case, and we won on Friday. And it's a groundbreaking victory because it's the first time in which a federal court has ruled that online troll activity is the kind of activity that can violate our public accommodations laws. You might remember that our public accommodation laws came about during the heyday of the civil rights movement, when black people were denied the right to sit at lunch counters and to go to certain hotels. Well, American University, where she attended, is basically a public accommodation. And for the first time, a judge has ruled that online racist trolling violated her right to equally enjoy her campus like everybody else. And so we think we've broken new ground here that opens up a new path for tearing down white supremacists all across our country.
Did you also just recently win a case down in Mississippi for black voters?
We have. So in Mississippi, lawmakers drew a district, Senate District 22, which is in a rural part of the state, in a way that would lock out black voters and make it impossible for them to unseat a longstanding white incumbent. The district had 50.8% black voting age population, but it was very easy to put that district at a level that would have given black voters a fair opportunity to elect. We won at the district court level, but then the state appealed up to the Fifth Circuit, which tends to be a pretty hostile circuit when it comes to civil rights cases. But the facts were so bad in this case, and our case was so righteous that the Fifth Circuit agreed with us and rejected the state's appeal. And so it is a really important victory. It shows, you know, we talk a lot about partisan gerrymandering, but we've got to remember that racism, race remains a real problem in 2019. And so that's why we are filing these kinds of Voting Rights Act cases all across the country. That's why we're going to be fighting for fair maps in 2020. Black voters deserve a fair opportunity to elect candidates of their choice.
And Kristen, look, there are a lot of people talk about taking to the streets. We talk about protesting. We know the history of Thurgood Marshall, NAACP Legal Defense Fund. But the reality is, when you talk about who are also warriors in this fight, it's the lawyers who are going to court, who are using the law as a shield to beat down racism. We're seeing this fight continue, and so people have to understand why they also must support the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under Law, because bottom line is you got to win in the courts as well.
That's right, and I like filing lawsuits against people who violate Black people's civil rights. We do it all day, every day, and we're winning a lot of our cases. So I hope people out there will support Black-led civil rights legal organizations that are all about fighting back against racism and the hate crimes that are out there and the rise in white supremacy, fighting for our voting rights. And you can visit our website at www.lawyerscommittee.org and hit that donate button. Stand up for the work of Black-led civil rights organizations.
Kristen Clarke, I also think that what you're doing is so admirable, and so much so that tell us what Taylor is doing now.
She is in law school, and she is fighting, hopes to fight for social justice alongside us one day.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you
Keep
so
fighting
much.
the good fight. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Folks, back to our Roland Martin Unfiltered video in just one moment.
Life Luxe Jazz is the experience of a lifetime, delivering top-notch music in an upscale destination. The weekend-long event is held at the Omnia Day Club Los Cabos, which is nestled on the Sea of Cortez. Ooh, I'm going. In the celebrity playground of Los Cabos, Mexico. The Life Luxe Jazz experience offers the ultimate getaway for discerning jazz aficionados by pairing an upscale international destination with luxury accommodations, fine haute cuisine, top shelf libations, breathtaking golf, exhilarating spa health and wellness options, and much, much more, while showcasing some of the biggest names in entertainment. The second annual Life Luxe Jazz experience continues to build upon its success and heritage with Jazzing Around Los Cabos, a celebrity expansion of accomplishing its goals of sharing all the finest the destination has to offer, including daytime excursions and mini concerts, including the Spirit of Jazz Gospel Brunch and Jazz Sunset Cruise. Confirmed guests are comedian actor Mark Curry with Gerald Albright, Alex Bugman, ooh, I can't say that one, Raul Mendon. Okay, they're spelling it out for me, but I'm still messing it up, y'all. Incognito, Pieces of a Dream, Kirk Whalum, Average White Band, Donnie McClurkin, Shalia, Roy Ayers, Tom Brown, Ronnie Laws, and Ernest Quarles. For more information, visit the website at lifeluxejazz.com. That's lifeluxejazz.com.
Now back to your Roland Martin Unfiltered video.